Okay. So, clearly, not Dungeons and Dragons tonight. But it is so close that it basically counts. Been really wanting to get back to this game. In fact, when I was testing it, I played for like 2-3 hours. Maybe not, maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's just so fun. This game is so good. So I made a new character on the same save file, but we're basically starting from the start. Because like story is character dependent. So we're doing the fighter, but hopefully we can catch up to where I was just as my other character. Because I really like playing the Amazon. That's like my go-to. Hey, watch it. Yeah, it's not starting at the title. When I click it, it's gonna be right at the basically the start. And we're gonna be going through the tutorial, which I should have skipped because I already relearned the controls. Oh, actually, my screen is a little wonky. Okay, that's better. Yeah, we're just gonna jump right into it and see how far we can go. And definitely gonna be streaming the normal amount tonight, but man, I could get sucked into this game. We could be stuck here forever. So let's get right back into it.
Quaffing the bar's spirits buoyed your spirits. When things are lively.
Oh, you've never seen this game before? Oh, you're in for a treat, man. This is, man, when I was playing it this morning, or not this morning, like the other day.
Adventurer, just starting out,
I'm like, this is so close to like the perfect game for me.
That you first met.
So close to the perfect game. So here's our fighter, named Barkley. Dash is... Okay, there we go. He is big. All the characters are big. All right. But this game, it gets the dopamine going, man. Oh, he's got like a jump. See, I played the fighter a little bit, but not too much. And this is the PS4 version, but I am playing on a PS5. So it looks super nice. This was originally on PS3 and Vita. Again, another Vita game. And you'll see some aspects of it that are kind of Vita focused, which we haven't gotten to yet. It's basically just telling you, like, here's how to fight, pick up items, whatever. We're gonna pick up the sword again. Yeah, it looks super good. If you haven't played any of Vanillaware's previous games, they all look this good. Like they're so stylized that it's like, damn, this is a game and I can play it. Like, yeah, man. Even though this game, it does get some gripes with some stylistic choices, which you will see. I'm just gonna eat the apple. Get a little bit of bonus health, and
shall I open that door for you?
Yeah, this is where the cursor mechanic comes in.
He thought that it would be a simple matter to take advantage
So this
of
is
your
what I was saying
naivete
with sort of
and
Vita
pocket some coin.
focus mechanics, because the Vita had a touchscreen, and they did transition that over. You can use the touchpad on the PlayStation, but it's just easier with the analog stick. You use it to unlock chests, and there are sometimes sparklies on the wall, which you do want. Oh, there's Orc. This is the last guy, the tutorial. It does have a little bit of point and click. It does. But not so much as like changing the outcome of certain events. It's more for like, it definitely was just like, here's a Vita, use the touchscreen.
And Rani handles locks.
And the game has voiceover, so I ain't gotta read nothing. I ain't gotta read nothing. So we're just gonna leave the tavern, get right into the main story.
Highland as an adventurer. Like many of your fellows, you strove to challenge the dangerous labyrinths here. The labyrinths were every bit as perilous as you'd heard.
You do kind of have to let the story kind of go a little bit, because I think it's just going to introduce us into
You don't currently belong to the guild.
just certain
I
hub
recommend
mechanics.
registering. You can get jobs there and learn skills.
The Adventurers Guild. Right here.
Clad in full armor, the guildmaster, Samuel Joseph, stands in the center of the guild hall like a statue. You request to join the guild. Samuel issues you a test of skill. What will you do?
State that you are overqualified.
After hearing your reply,
Why
Samuel
not?
states that deeds, not words, are the truest hallmark of the worthy. You don't currently belong to the guild. I recommend registering. You can get jobs there.
Oh, he just turned his back.
Clad in, you request what will you? Your test is to help a warrior.
All right, well,
named
we'll pick the
Roland.
right option this
Samuel
time.
says that
I
you
know
can
there's a
find
couple
him
that
in the
I think just like
ancient
straight up
temple
kill you.
ruins.
And it's like, well, pick the other one. Which kind of defeats the purpose of choosing. Yeah, I think
To prove your mettle for the guildmaster, you head to the
you can just use the
ancient temple
touchpad to
ruins.
fast travel.
Welcome to my shop. What would you like?
We're gonna go here. And I was just making sure our equipment was not broken, all right? It's just the shopkeeper.
A magic gate was recently found in the ruins on the outskirts of town.
Yeah, it's
Use
essentially
that to
just like,
reach your
oh, you
destination.
picked this? Wrong. Oh, try again and pick that one. Which is nice. This game, it is very arcadey, but it does implement a lot of stuff that makes it very, very, very console
Many things
accessible?
lie within the ruins of the old Elysian temple. Some quiescent, some far less so.
just like more.
An ancient dragon
I
spoken
don't know.
of in myths is said
This
to have
works better on
destroyed the
console.
Elysian civilization in one night.
There's the little fairy in the cage, which yeah, can't
You
open it like
liberated a
that. I
fairy
was wondering,
was trapped in a cage.
but she'll be back. We're gonna open the chest here, and you do kind of have to guard it, 'cause at a certain point, there's like a evil robber. I don't know what to say. An evil thief. He'll kind of want to snag those chests from you, and those chests are like that's where the dopamine comes in. That's where the like little like, oh yeah,
You have
that's where you
made
get the
your
brain
way to
feel.
Roland, At the guild's behest, he is looking for adventurers who went missing in the ruins. For you to pass your guild exam,
Here's
you
Roland, the
must
guy we were
help
looking
him.
for.
Roland tells you to search in the
Very
ruins that are submerged
Conan-esque
in water.
character.
Much time has passed since the missing were last
This won't be the
seen.
last time we see
He
him.
tells you to bring back their bones if
His,
they are
his
found
grinning
dead.
belt. It is so noticeable. It looks so weird, like an old man.
Careful!
Snakes, punch him. And there are secrets that like see, look, there's some sparklies that kind of drop loot, and score it is relative to like progression. It does. I think it transfers into experience. And see, we got a treasure rank D. So at the end of the level, we'll get to see what kind of loot we got and what gets graded.
The Orc army is apparently getting.
And this is
there
just an
via
alternate
the
route.
motorway. Their cargo is various articles from ships that had been reported missing.
And there are certain side quests that do relate to alternate routes or like secret paths. And definitely want to stop and eat food. Oh, that was a good spot. All that treasure on the ground. Sometimes those little sparkly spots, they'll have just like, it's just a huge payload. And those are the ones that you want to find. So you always want to give it a little look. I know it's a little boring to stop and eat, but it's very nice that they kind of give you a chance to heal. Oh, like that, right there. That's what you want to see. And coins aren't worth too much, but every little bit counts. Another D rank treasure, which it's okay. It is relative to your little guy here. He's level 13 right now, because this is technically, I have used this save before. That's the only thing that carries over is the level of your little helper. And I think like stuff you can put like in a lockbox, but I've just been selling everything, so all the loot we're going to be getting is going to be brand new. No, you can, just like the other Dungeons and Dragons game, you do have like a little scroll wheel, and stuff does have durability. If you're referring to like stuff on the ground, yeah, you can only have like a crossbow and whatever. But if you like equip and the crossbow will after you use it so much it will just be gone. But you can carry like stuff there. There's a secret here. I've known this secret for forever, and I will never ever miss it. And now you know. There's a little breakable wall here.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, a couple sparklies here. I think we get attacked by something here.
Oh, I can do that.
And we're gonna take the crossbow. I should have dodged. Hey man, B is pretty good. Oh, we did lose our little weapon. That guy at the very end. Putting in work. Gonna pick up our sword. Doesn't help that I'm not super familiar with the fighter's moves. But at least we still get to do the weapon throw. And yeah, so like just right there, we have a potion, so you can just heal, but it is limited charge. You can buy more, and obviously equip more. But there is trade-off to obviously equipping more or equipping less. More potions, less equipment. Oh, that just destroyed the lizard man. And the first boss, I don't believe is too tricky. Which we're just going to be coming up to. I could be running, but I don't know why I decided not to. First boss is Big Harpy. You can angle the crossbows up. And that was it. Apparently we only got like 4 shots with that. Okay, really slow. That does not move me as much as I would like it to. We're gonna block. Can't block that. And we've lost our sword. But we got it back. Remember when I said this shouldn't be too hard? I've kind of eaten my words a little bit. I'm mashing grab. There are certain things that some characters can do that others can't. Like that big boulder right there. If I was the dwarf, I'd be able to pick that up and use it. So everyone kind of has their own little mechanics. I'm just gonna throw my weapon. Give her the punchies. But that seemed to work out pretty well. Punchies seem to do more than the sword.
There seem to be more nests.
All right, we get a
this one,
C rank treasure, but
you exit the area, taking care
it is,
to
so
avoid drawing the attention
not
of
too
any
bad on
other
treasure. Got a lot,
harpies.
but we're gonna see what's what is usable and maybe what is not. Yeah, so there's score. So yeah, apparently I think it's 10% of our score is what gets converted into experience, or it's something like that. New Game Plus and higher difficulties kind of boost how much you get, but I think on normal, it's just this. So let's take a look at some loot. Level 2 we can use. This is D rank, but this is C rank, so we're gonna grab that. This has poison, seems good enough. We're gonna grab it. Level 3, I don't think we can use that. I'm just gonna do this one. Trinkets. Physical resistance plus 8%. And -4 from human foes. Pretty specific, but not too bad. I think MGR is magic resistance. But I'm gonna... Oh, that was level 4 too, so we can't use that. So this is probably our B rank Trevor. It's treasure. We'll just grab that. It's got base stats, but only usable by the wizard. So we're not gonna bother appraising that.
You have fulfilled the request. Report your work to the Guildmaster.
I'm gonna go over and just swap that out, and while extending, HP recovers 55%. I think extending means when you're over your base amount of health. Okay, you can't have more than one accessory. I think of the same type. So like that says amulet, so I don't think I'd be able to put on another amulet. To the guild master. Okay. Yeah, it's been a while. I would say probably. Oh, I think maybe that is we're completing quests that maybe we had accepted before. I don't think we were allowed to. I didn't even accept an alternate side quest. Well, it's weird because there's certain stuff for certain characters, like the amulet. There was for everyone, but there's like boots that only like Amazon and fighter can use, or like dwarf and someone else. It gets a little weird on who can use what, and it's been so long I can't remember how much of what you can equip.
In your party and help you in completing quests. The Adventurers Guild has a backlog of quests because many adventurers are occupied with the Dragon's Crown rumors. The king and his retinue left to find the Dragon's Crown and are missing. Many guild members are now searching for them. The existence of this crown that supposedly controls dragons is disputed, but the king was obsessed with finding it.
We do get a little drop of the Dragon's Crown, the name of the game, and oh, you know what? I didn't even change the category we're in. We're still in Dungeons and Dragons. Dragon's Crown.
Samuel hurriedly assigns you a new task. You get the feeling that he deems you
Excuse me.
reliable and trustworthy. It's a request from this country's prime minister. The quest's details will be provided at the castle. You wonder about the lives of the powerful people in that grand castle. You happily accept the job.
All right, so now we do have the ability to learn skills, which is, again, not so arcadey, more console-y. It allows us to kind of pick traits that improve what we already have or give us, certain other things. So right here, increases the aerial attacks by mashing. This one gives us a little shockwave when we do the uppercut. And this one right here, cover allies, it does create like a big, kind of like a little fortress when you're blocking that reduces damage for everyone in it, and obviously gives us an attack increase. So we could use it for the attack increase. This one is a little more multiplayer, so maybe if you want your guy to be a bit more multiplayer focused, you could back into stuff like that. Chance to automatically guard, which is pretty good. So when we use this, will give us a class specific item. Pretty much pulls aggro. So I'm thinking I might just hold off on that. There's just common abilities, which is just like more health, picking up money. So this one I actually like a lot. Money is power, because you do collect a lot of little coins. So I'm just gonna go for some basic ones right now before we really get into the fighter skills, because you do unlock more as your character levels up. And I think you only get one
allies, so I'll spare you the details.
One respec?
I want you to save as many fallen souls as possible. You accepted. Flanked by guards, you are led through the secure castle. Princess Vivian and Prime Minister Gustav awaited you. The Prime Minister speaks a lot, in contrast to the silent princess. He asks you to swear to keep this matter secret. The royal scepter has been stolen. A witness who saw the thief described him as Comet, a known bandit. Your job is to track
I
down
tend
Comet
to
and retrieve
like to
the
wait
scepter. Also,
on
for the sake of the kingdom, this must
speccing
be
into
kept
certain
secret.
skills, especially on just characters that I don't play too much. For Amazon, I pretty much know exactly what I'm going for,
Out of the old capital.
because that character is so much fun to play.
You bow and leave the throne room. In order to retrieve the royal scepter, you chase the thief into the ruins of the old
All right, so
capital.
this is where we're going to get introduced to the evil thief. But we also did unlock the church. They're going to stop here real quick. I don't think we have any bones to resurrect, and by I don't think so, I mean we definitely do. Oh, this is one more thing that kind of carries over for a save, is the bones you've collected. So actually, I'm gonna resurrect Juan, and you do get a little cutscene.
Quench their thirst. Lead the
You just bring
wandering
back the
soul
bones to
back.
life. I mean, makes sense.
Reverse death and awaken
You get the little cherubs. Very, very thematic. But we're only gonna res him. Everyone else, I think I'm going to bury.
May they rest in peace.
You do get some rewards for burying. So you don't always just want to resurrect people.
You stand before the goddess statues, Jula, Althena, and texts say the goddesses sacrificed themselves to defeat a dragon, which caused their likenesses to degrade as well. Althena, the one in the center, is the goddess of compassion, battle, and odyssey.
And right
making
now,
her popular with
I'm going
adventurers.
to...
If your party falls
Select-
during your adventure,
I think it only
a
runs for the
prayer
next
to
map.
Althena and a tithing of your money will resurrect the party. If you are repeatedly depending on her grace, the amount you must offer for her services will continually increase.
Okay, so when you resurrect, you get to kind of use them as like offline party members. I'm gonna go back to the tavern and I'm gonna put that level 3 wizard into my group. So essentially, like, even if you play on offline, you know, you're never at really a disadvantage. I'm not gonna put the level 5, 7s or whatever, just because we'll just steamroll through the early content. But yeah, he's gonna be with us, and he has his own set of equipment and abilities. So if we find like another wizard, he could have a completely set of items and skills. And I don't know if they reflect like other players online. I don't think so, because they all kind of have normal names. But yeah, it's pretty much just to help. No, you don't control them at all. They don't even level up. So essentially, when you're done with them, they're out. Which I think is good.
These are the
Because then you're
ruins
just
of
not
the
running with the
ancient
same
capital
people,
city.
like,
It was
forever.
destroyed following an invasion from the Northern Empire. Now it is a dangerous place, full of dragons and wyverns.
Dragons and wyverns. There was only one dragon in this. Okay, apparently someone is joining. I don't think this is a person. I think it's like ghost data that joined. I actually did not have this happen while I was practicing it all. In fact, I thought I was offline, but I guess I'm not. Or it is like people from the tavern. Because I know, I remember when I played this on PS3, you could get like ghost data of like people you played with already who kind of joined. So I have no idea where this person joined. I mean, please look respectfully. Oh, but yes, the sorceress is a bit of one of the contentious character designs.
You find the bandit Tommet in a hideout amid the
Tommet,
ruins,
that was his
just
name.
as Ranni told you. It is said that whatever this man desires, by thievery he can acquire. Ranni asks, "Are you Tommet, the bandit legend?" Beaming, he displays his spoils and tells the tale behind each item. When you ask about the scepter, he says, "That was indeed I," and goes on to boast exactly how he got into the castle. When you
Oh, he
inquire
took the
further about
scepter,
the
that's
scepter,
what he's got.
he deduces your true intentions and darts away.
Had a bit of lag there, but hopefully it's okay.
Pursue the thief, apprehend him, and reclaim the scepter.
You might think it is a little weird that there is a wizard and a sorceress.
You cannot capture a target
And they are
swimming
similar
underwater.
in sort of
Watch for
the
your quarry to
equipment
surface.
aspects. I think they're the only two that use staff, which probably sounds obvious. But it's sort of that skill feature that kind of gives them a bit of variety. Oh yeah, this compared to the other D&D games, it's like this game is basically the D&D game. Thanks, man. Off screen. Like even with like the guy talking, he is essentially the DM narrating what happens. There was a secret door there, but I hate scorpions. I gotta get rid of them. I think that's where the secret wall is. Cause yeah, those tornadoes. I forget who does them. I think the sorceress does them, and the wizard, he gets completely other abilities. Completely other abilities. I don't think that was a real sentence. And I know the sorceress has necromancy, which is super fun. It essentially, when you find those bones on the ground, instead of like collecting them to like resurrect into allies, you can kind of just use them right then and there, and kind of have like makeshift party members.
You can hear the sound of a woman crying on the other side.
Oh, there's a woman crying. It's not treasure. It's a woman crying. Or maybe it's the skeleton crying. Okay, no, I think it was the wizard who did that. I just saw him do it. Oh, actually, I had the torch handy. Oh, no lady, goblins, and skeletons. Grab this crossbow. I am gonna heal up a little bit. We're at a lot of health, but never hurts to have more. Man, I just love this game. Yeah, no problem watch it. It's absolutely no problem to lurk. game is pretty classic beat 'em up. So it is probably going to be pretty hard to just keep talking as well on what is going on. But I'll try and blur some game knowledge whenever. I have played this game a lot, but it was a while ago. The Wyvern Leader. Little guy is there. I don't know if you have to defeat him at all, or if it gives you any bonus for doing it. Oh man, that is not the move I wanted. My sword is way over there. But we're getting pretty close to defeating him here. This level's gonna be wrapping up in just an extra minute here.
You pin down Tomet, who is so stunned that he's
All
actually
right.
been caught that he
Got the
cannot
scepter, got
move.
some V. We found an
Relenting,
A-level
He
treasure.
produces the scepter from his bag and hands it to you.
Level up. Are we gonna get another one? Just enough.
You have reclaimed the royal scepter, stolen from the treasure room of the castle.
It's gonna be so hard to call you Sunny now. But yeah, we're playing Dragon's Crown tonight, which I love this game. I love this game. Poison damage, strength. This is just flat out better than what we have. I'm gonna grab that. Shield, probably better. And some gloves, which we don't have. The A-level gear was for Elf and Amazon, which is not going to help us too much, and I don't think that's going to be much better, so we're just going to grab what we got, and that's going to be it for that one.
You must deliver the royal scepter to the Prime Minister at the castle.
Oh, was that too high of a level to use? Hopefully I didn't accidentally sell it, which is what I'm thinking I might have done. Okay, no I didn't. Okay, it is level 5. So, can't use it, fortunately, but we'll have it for next level. Gonna put on the gloves. Actually, this amulet is way better, I think. So yeah, just going back to the castle. Gonna be giving it back to the stinky guy. But I think this is where we get maybe another choice.
Once again, you are led to the throne room under guard. This time, a man stands there with a presumptuous grin. The man tells you to hand over the scepter. You tell him that you don't know what he's talking about. The man's mouth transforms into a twisted grin, and he signals his guards. They inch closer, swords at the ready. What will you do?
So I think if you press B, I think B is like you just get thrown in jail. So we're not gonna pick it. It's one of those pick the right answer, dummy. Options.
And the princess burst in. The Prime Minister orders the guards near you to stand down. The man twirls his cape and leaves, as if nothing happened. You sigh, relieved that you didn't have to shed blood in the castle to resolve the problem. The Prime Minister tells you that man was Count Dean, the younger brother of the king.
Count Dean, not
He's
Duke
trying to
Gauntlet,
usurp the throne.
which is what I was thinking of, but I'm pretty sure that's DDI Zelda.
The scepter indicates the throne's heir. The Prime Minister says Dean had Tommet steal it to deny the princess the throne. The Prime Minister takes the scepter and narrows his eyes in satisfaction. He pays you for
There's way more
completing the
detailed in this
request.
book. A little weird.
The fairy you saved in the ruins appears before you.
On here,
She seems to want to take you somewhere.
already back after the second level. I knew she was coming back, but don't remember. Didn't remember how soon, but I'm pretty sure this is where we get introduced to the Wizard Tower, which does introduce another
The
mechanic,
fairy
but I
leads you
don't
into
think
an
we get
old
that for a
ivy-covered
while.
Tower. You find yourself in a cluttered room that seems to be a laboratory. Judging by the stratification of dust, much time has passed since anyone last entered this room. Letters amidst the shambles indicate that a magician named Lucane lives here.
Lucane,
You find a message
who is
he penned
essentially,
on the desk.
in my heart, is Gandalf.
Lucane wrote that he was off to see a magician friend named Wallace in the underground labyrinth. The fairy uses various interpretive gestures to indicate that she
But,
wants you
yeah.
to find him. You accept her job request.
Sorry, I just skipped that.
You head to Wallace's underground labyrinth to look for the magician.
I was thinking
Lucane.
of the rune mechanic, which I don't know if we'll see it tonight. It is quite a bit later into the game, essentially when the game opens up a little more. And Sunny, I know you're familiar with this game, so you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. But it's essentially for alternate routes and other bonuses. Man, I don't remember how many levels there are. There's a
This underground labyrinth is said to have
lot.
been made in a single night with
There's not too many, but there's enough to
It is a dangerous place.
make me forget
replete
some.
with traps.
I think there's like
It bars entry to all
8 or
who
9.
dare.
I think that tree is immune to fire. Oh, my partner's gone. Never mind. I thought we had the wizard still with us, but I guess not. Maybe they're one and dones. We're gonna open this door. I think this is not much in here, but I think I definitely want a torch. Yeah, a little treasure. Runes on the wall, but again, these are all things that you have to kind of come back for. And I don't think you can really do much with the slimes here. I think it's kind of just wait until you can leave.
The clink of metal.
There,
hitting
right
the
there.
ground can be
There's the
heard.
key. By there's the key, I mean now we can get the key.
You obtain a magic key to open the door.
Magical too. It's handy. Okay, we had another. I think these are people from the tavern that kind of show up, so that's handy. Because I forgot to add some members back. The bomb. I don't know if there's any bombable walls in this level. Well, whoever just took it and used it, so we weren't gonna get it anyway now. Definitely want to collect
Out of the blue, a mouse darts
Ricky.
out and leaps onto
Look
your
at the
palm.
mouse.
The rodent claims to be the apprentice of Wallace the magician. He says
that's
he
gotta
was
be
tasked
a
with
play
caring
on
for the
Mickey.
laboratory while Wallace was gone, but it is beset by malevolent magic users.
I mean, that's about as close as you can get.
When you ask about Lucane, the apprentice answers
And
that his
he's a
master's
magician's
friend went
apprentice.
into the
Like, come on,
labyrinth
it's
and hasn't
you know what? It's more
returned.
obvious than I thought. I'm an idiot.
Your quest to find Lucane
I didn't
is
even put that
delayed
together
as you
until
attempt
just
to
now.
liberate the lab for
And
Ricky the
I've seen
magician's
Ricky the
apprentice.
mouse at least a dozen
The door to the
times.
laboratory is through this hall.
Let's see. Simple.
And you know what? I was gonna say I even remember the wizard's name from Disney, and I can't. He's in Kingdom Hearts. Yensid. That's it.
It's my turn.
Man, I was going 3-head there. But I mean, I don't think that's like too common knowledge, but when you've played every Kingdom Hearts,
Let's see.
maybe it's a little more common than it should be.
Because the laboratory was being misused, some of the experiments housed within have now run amok. There's been a population explosion of
Oh, nice.
mutated beings that spread their spores around. The labyrinth is
Not
overrun
too much
by
treasure
fungi.
here. We did find one money spot in the other room. Nothing there. No joke. I feel a bit of a dolt for not putting Ricky Mouse, the Sorcerer's Apprentice, together. Dude, I saw that evil wizard, evil thief. He's taking my stuff. If he takes that bag of coin, I'm gonna get PO'd. He dropped a bomb. Dude, the fighter is so slow. I am not used to it. I'm dead. I was not paying attention to my health. There, I think the elf got him. That was a bit of a weird screen move, but we'll live. I only have 1 credit left. I think the boss of this level is a little tricky.
I got it.
Because you can screw it up.
Enemies! Be careful!
Oh, that's like an air uppercut. Okay, I get what that move is. I thought it was like a kick. I know that's the slam, which is super nice. I might take the mash. Oh, the money spot.
What?
Go unlock that. Alright, and I think we're getting pretty close to the end of this one. Ah, the slide is what one-shots them. I thought it was the flame. The slide, they're like the scorpions. Green one. Oh, now that one's... He's split up. Weird, I'm not thinking I can double jump as the fighter. But I guess he can. Guess he can. There he is, Doom Beetle. I tried to jump.
Destroy the cocoons before they
But yeah,
hatch, or
he
they'll keep coming.
summons little caterpillars. And they make a second one. If you don't get them, you get more. Let me grab my sword. Glad they're doing some work there because I gotta take care of these. I definitely don't want to fight a second one. I think maybe they're weaker, but don't quote me on that. We are taking some damage, but we should still be okay. Get that out of here. Gonna do this power attack, and that is gonna do enough. Not enough, but a couple punchies.
You found some
Take 'em.
bones that seem to belong to Lucane.
Bones of
in
Lucane.
the depths of the labyrinth. The tattered raiments and jewelry leave no doubt that the corpse
All right.
is indeed Lucane's.
Nice chunk of change. Not too bad on treasure. D's and B's, no E's, which is nice to see. And we can use that other sword. Okay, we didn't get to
Bring
level
back
6.
the bones
Almost.
of the magician Lucane.
But I definitely want to equip that other sword. I don't think these ones are going to be much better. And they don't have any perks. This could be better. Damage on downed enemies. Ooh, belt. 4 strength, 4 stam, leather belt. I think that's about it for that haul.
You found Lucane, but he was dead.
Slap that stuff
You
on.
imagine the fairy will be overcome with grief, but you need to return to her.
What was this? This was chance for fire retribution. I think that means, like if they hit you, it kind of like do like fire damage back to them. Put the belt on. And I don't know if there's... Oh, and you know what? I just realized, yeah. The, allies don't rejoin. We'll put Juan back. Ah, okay. So it is tavern people that kind of join up. We'll put in Monica. Okay, Monica's the one with the rock. I was wondering who was doing that. No, we don't want to go to the wizard tower. We want to res them.
Wandering one, how can I help you?
Okay, maybe not. Different. Pray? No. Okay, maybe I'm jumping the gun here.
When you enter the laboratory,
Yeah, I was jumping the gun a little bit.
Fits around you, as if it senses your uneasiness. Upon seeing Lucane's bones, the fairy enters into a panic. She begins tugging at your arm to get you to leave. The fairy is apparently attempting to lead you somewhere. You collect Lucane's bones and follow her.
And this sword looks pretty cool.
As you enter, A kind you nervously hand
Oops,
the monk
I
the
should not be
bones of
skipping that.
Lucane.
But I mean, I told you what we were gonna do.
Allow this heart to beat again. Quench their thirst. Lead the wandering soul back. Reverse death. And awaken them. The prayer reaches the goddess, and the pile of bones is once again given flesh. Lucane,
There he is.
shocked to find himself
Hand
alive,
off the grave.
thanks you profusely. He tells you to visit him at his laboratory and leaves.
Even does the smoke rings. I mean, doesn't he like a smoke boat in the movie?
The resurrected magician has returned to the old tower in town. You decide to see him to ask more details. The magician Lucane is waiting for you in the laboratory of the old tower. It seems that dying had an adverse effect on his short-term memory. Lucane can't remember why he went to meet Wallace. Lucane is researching magic called runes, which are closely tied to spirits and fairies. Lucane introduces his fairy friend to you. Her name is Tiki. She left the fairy forest due to her strong curiosity. He thanks you again for saving him and allowing him to enjoy life's rich pageant. He displays his magic trinkets. Lucane says he'd be happy to sell you these items at a fraction of the normal price and answer any questions you have. What will you ask?
I forgot he was also a store. I thought he was just like story progression.
The magician Wallace was an old friend of Lucane's. He was known as a great magician. He sealed that group, or myopia of cyclopes, in a labyrinth and saved the land. He also mentored young magicians in his tower. He was also the king's trusted advisor. And Lucane trails off. It seems that Lucane's memory has failed him again. Before you realize it, Tiki is following you around. She seems to have taken a liking to you.
I don't think Tiki does much. I think she does kind of like highlight certain
She will
spots
accompany
for
you
you,
on your adventures
but I think
henceforth.
that's pretty much it.
Fairies are
Nothing
known to be
like too out of the
adept at
ordinary.
finding hidden things.
You go back to the tower. I'm pretty sure she'll have an option to buy.
Which one?
Yeah, some rings, some healing rings. We're very familiar with these rings. Ring of cure serious wound. That was our favorite from Dungeons and Dragons. But I don't think it does too much for us. In fact, I would much rather go to this shop and buy an attack potion.
Welcome. What would you like?
Strong drought. Or draught. Don't ask me to read. Don't ask me to read, alright? Just don't. Or we could buy little fire bombs. Those were always fun in Dungeons and Dragons. Drought? It is drought. Let's repair. Fix all. And let's slap that bad boy on. We do have an explosive, one already. Let's just swap them around. Honestly, these should be in the first two. The only reason it kind of matters where some equipment is because some stuff will eventually, like, way later, it has, like, oh, use this and it casts, you know, whatever. So you do get equipment that is kind of enchanted. But it's obviously the rarer stuff, and they're not just going to give it to you right away.
It simply says to report to the castle in all haste.
So we are going to have... Oh, we only have 3 more points. So I'm definitely okay with one more. Oh, I need to be level 7. Never mind. So Cyclone Masher, I think, would be pretty good. Adds a shockwave to the dive. So this kind of makes us more of an aerial kind of fighter if we start speccing into this stuff. Because this is in the... That is for the uppercut. Not in air, but on the ground. But I think that would be good. I think this one would be good. What do we have? Bash. Press square after blocking an attack to counterattack and stun. Seems pretty good. Sacrifice, take damage. Okay, so this does give us another character-specific item, which is more online-based. I know we do have companions with us now, the computer ones, but typically I don't care about them. We're just gonna... They're basically just fodder. Boost shield effectiveness. And makes it harder to be moved. So would Bash be good? That's the thing, is Bash good? I mean, it sounds good if you're doing a lot of blocking, which right now we're not. I think I'll keep this point. I'll keep that point for later. I actually meant to go to quests and check to see what we have.
You have a request.
Okay, so it didn't complete these. Okay, so these are character specific. Okay.
Count Dean is waiting for you at the throne room. It is he who sent the letter. After your previous encounter, you can only assume that he's up to something nefarious. You brace for combat. The guards have drawn their swords and are blocking the exit. Count Dean starts talking to you in a soft voice. He says that he has personally requested your assistance in performing a task for him. He wants you to scout Bilberon Fortress on the border. This underground fortress is a well-known structure. Originally built to defend against the Orc army, it now lies in Orc hands.
Orc Fortress.
Scout them and learn their invasion
I remember this
routes.
level.
It is a very dangerous mission, but refusal means that you will be at the mercy of Dean's guards.
And by remember, I mean, remember how it looks. I think...
Per Count Dean's request,
Well, there's
he
definitely
agreed to
secrets,
infiltrate
but...
and surveil the subterranean fortress at the
and I know I do that
country's
every time. You can just hit the gate from the quick select menu. I don't know why I never do. Okay, never mind. I thought it would just take us right to the screen, but it just takes us here. Okay, never mind. It saved us 0 time. Level 6, boss, question mark.
The Orc army presently controls
I want to say it's like
Bilberon,
orc
the underground fortress built into the canyon.
machinery or something.
King's army has been mounting a fierce offensive to try and reclaim the fortress.
But it does add a little shockwave. You can kind of see it. Not much, but it's enough to maybe get some enemies off you. Which is just good enough.
It's my turn. Done.
There's that goblin. He's gone. Yeah, not gonna be getting
You step into the enemy
rune
kitchen.
magic for a while.
A corpulent chef
Which I
grabs
wish
a
we did have,
goblin
'cause
instead of
it does add a
you
lot.
and suddenly stops. The cook, sensing your presence, stares directly at you. Luckily, her sight's not so keen, so she doesn't notice you.
That says hobgoblin. I almost read that as hobo goblin, and I'm like, man,
Eventually, the chef
Goblin's
returns
got
to
it
her
tough.
meat cutting. You use the
He's a
goblin's
hobo.
screams to mask your escape.
There's an orc. Lots of damage. Those crossbows just destroy. Which I found in the Capcom game. Stuff ever. You can customize that. So like all those little messages, you can customize. You can have your custom entrance for when you show up. Like when you die. I think when you use certain moves, maybe it pops up.
Got it. Voila.
Which, you know, it isn't much, but you know, it adds
Luca.
one more thing you can kind of do. I think that's like when you go up here and like your thing. I think you can have like a message or like a title or something.
Unless you bombed it.
Okay, so that's how that move works. If you just hold shield in the air, you do like the shield bash. Yeah, it is a little Dark Soulsy. Man, I don't remember what came out first. This was around that time. This was around the time Dark Souls was kind of around, because I know I had a PlayStation 3. I played Dark Souls 1 on PS3 initially, because I think that was the only thing it was on. Thanks, man. Thanks for the bombs. You can throw daggers. Just forward and triangle. What else? Oh, I think there's like an exit game one as well. It's all in the tavern.
Let's see. Voila.
I didn't set any because it's not necessary. It's not necessary, but it is fun. You can ride this guy. A little bit golden axey. Let me drive him.
It's my turn.
I don't think there's too many mountable creatures, but I mean, you don't really need them. It's just a little extra for you know, every so often.
The Luca. Oh, I can do that.
Yeah, did that just say death, my one weakness? Just a little hop. Dang, that is a fast hop. I don't think he can run, but
What?
definitely jumps pretty fast. I swear he has another attack.
Whoa!
But maybe I need a better weapon. Who's this, Master Chief? Well, that fire is not super helpful because I think these are oil barrels. And I think that's just like straight up like a neutral hazard. Doesn't matter if you set it or not. You can just get hit by it. Oh yeah, see, I can see that little quest thinging down. We're supposed to get kills on this thing. Not too much treasure. Oh, okay, you know what? I'm starting to remember some of the levels. I think the next one is one that I like a lot. It's got good aesthetic. Orc Fortress, I sleep. Next level, real S. Oh, he does run. Oh, I'm lagging. Okay, I might be back. Internet's been a little funky today, unfortunately. Great. Partner's weapon broke, which is not
Oh, I can do that.
sensational. Oh, little crappy chest.
I got it.
Oh, I think that was it for Raptor. I think he's toast. Yeah, he bit the dust there, unfortunately. Would have liked to have kept him a little longer, but that was... Yeah, I saw it happen on my OBS. I kind of crapped out there for a moment. Which I did that a little earlier, but for not as bad. But I think maybe my connection's getting a little funky, or Twitch is maybe a little funky. I can't stop burning. Can't stop burning. What the heck? Bring him back. Oh, what did I do? I think I gave him one of my credits. You can see it up there. There's 2, 1, 1, whatever. I guess 0. And when you're out of credits, you die in real life. Oh, I know who the boss is. It is definitely not someone you would expect in the Orc Fortress. It's the Minotaur. Love it when they knock my weapon out of my hands. It's just, you just love to see it. And I'm gonna take and drink my little attack potion. I did not mean to drink the other one first, but I did. Oh well, there goes the elf, the muscle elf. The cheeks. I didn't like seeing that there. Oh, we are done. Bruh. Okay, can't block that. Man, isn't this weapon supposed to poison? Not seen a single whatever poison tick. They're so squishy. I should be using the dodge more though. Maybe that's the problem. There we go. Get him out of here.
After defeating the Minotaur, you move through the sewer's filth. The reconnaissance mission went well. You gathered intel and slipped back across enemy
Money
lines.
used this round? What did I use money on? I mean, it's okay. We'll just res them at the church. They'll be back. No problem.
Among the
I
treasures
mean, I
you
could have
claimed
spared
is the
my
great
credits,
sword
but
of the
I was
hero
like,
Javelin.
no. The level 8. What level are we? I think we're level 7. Do this. I think we are level 7 because that one's grayed out, implying that I can't use it. Ah, that one doesn't look great. Doesn't look great. This looks alright. Magic resist? Alright, so I guess MGR is not magic resist. No idea what that means. Damage taken while bare-fisted, so that's when I use a power attack. And like I don't have my weapon in my hand. 5% chance to take half damage. You know what? I like those odds.
You succeeded in acquiring intel on the underground fortress. This
Let's see who we can res. I think we probably have a couple bones. Aaron, Julius, Vivian, and Lynn. Thunderhead. Don't really want to have another fighter around. We'll just bury the rest.
May they rest in peace.
Broken Damascus sword. This item cannot be repaired.
As you leave the temple, a ragged old
Oh,
is
this
rascal.
guy.
You can give him a
He becomes important later. So what was that item? 1 to 17? Seems a little, uh-oh, stinky. But what about that other shield? It's just better. Damage on downed foes. Yeah, I think we'll swap to that one as well. And the belt. What do we have? Stun time reduced. That is handy. But I mean, just how much higher defense? 3 more? We're just gonna take it. I really wish the gap in damage was way smaller. Like 4 to 13 is a little ludicrous. So we can get some pretty weak hits. Just check requests. Oh, that's quests. So let's set them up again. Only level 3. Maybe that's why. We'll probably be looking for. What, they just die? Like those other characters, they didn't. Like Monica was one of our other sorceresses. Maybe I guess if you do lose all your credits, you really do die in real life. I guess that really happened. That was a joke, but it is maybe true. So I think we are returning the sword to the Duke.
You report everything you learned to Count Dean. Unfortunately, you also mention the hero's legendary sword. Naturally, he demands the great sword, but at least he's in a good mood now. He thought you'd just flee, but you didn't.
See, it's on his model now. very nice.
It seems that he thinks much more highly of you now. Dean confides in you some of the problems in the castle. Once the king went missing, the Prime Minister began recommending the Archduke MacNeil of Bulgar to the throne. Bulgar is an aggressive nation to the north. MacNeil is related to the King of Hydeland and has a legal claim to the throne. Count Dean claims that MacNeil has been rallying nobles in Hydeland to support his claim to the throne. That's why Dean hired Tommet to steal the scepter. He says that Tommet is extremely trustworthy, so long as he is paid. Suddenly, the Prime Minister and the Princess appear. It seems you are being watched. The Count glowers and departs. The Prime Minister warns you not to involve yourself any further. The Princess, as usual, looks back with blank eyes.
Getting a little political,
Since you
but
completed the
you know
job
what
at the
happens.
castle, you
I'm
return
actually
to
going
the
to take a
Adventurers
quick
Guild
break. I'm
to
going to
tell them what
refill my
transpired.
cup of Wawa. I'll be right back. All right. Oh, that's your first time seeing it? Watch it. Doesn't show up too much. I don't swap scenes too much. But looks like everyone here's dragged a pose. But we're going back to the guild. I think Roland is gonna be here. Yeah.
Roland also happens to be here to report on a job. However, Samuel is not here.
So we're catching up.
Roland
We're
is
catching up
waiting
to where
for
my
him to
previous
return.
character was. It's a little fresher in my mind.
Roland thinks that he just missed him and asks you to track down the Guildmaster and bring him back.
Well, I know where he is.
You look for Samuel, the Guildmaster. He should be somewhere in town.
Here, and I think you have to hit pray, and he shows up.
A giant man in armor finishes
Go.
his prayers and turns around. His pensive expression quickly turns fierce as he sees you. He tells you that he was praying because he has sent many friends to look for the king, but they haven't found the slightest clue. When you ask to help, Samuel just nods and hands you a request form. It's the same request the temple gave you. In a remote region, marriageable girls are disappearing one by one. The catacombs are believed to be linked somehow.
All right, so we'll just do the adventure boon. Find it's the only one to really benefit early on.
As you leave the temple, a ragged old man,
Oh.
his raspy you can give him a... He doesn't... You
Whatever,
probably-
even if you give him one coin, it doesn't do anything right now. All right.
To solve the mystery of the
sorry.
disappearances, you head to the
I'm sorry.
catacombs where the villagers fear to tread.
Just do the fast way, please. This level I like. This level is like, it's like peak. This is the aesthetic that I'm
In the
here for.
catacombs, stark white bones are strewn about the ground as far as the eye can see. The sheer number of the deceased is the only indication left of this
They're
area's
not.
former
Why are they not
prosperity.
picking up the food? I'm at maximum food. Okay, they'll pick it up after I eat mine. Thanks. Thanks, man.
Oh, I can do that. Oh my.
Bro. That could gag a maggot. At least I died a warrior.
It's my turn. Done.
Okay, I thought that was an active bomb. Yeah, I just something about just like graveyard, like undeady kind of spooky places. I just love it. I don't like the boomer who turns into maggots and puts slime on the floor. Can't pick up those arrows.
A strange knight stumbles out of the darkness towards you. You surmise that he is not of this world.
I don't know what that says.
The knight is muttering to himself, as if in a daze. If I end my own life, they can no longer sacrifice me. When you move closer, the knight extends his hand. He's holding a scroll. When you accept it, the knight disappears.
Wow.
The path ahead of you is
It's very
connected to the
familiar
ruins
looking.
Of the castle colloquially called the Castle of the Dead.
There's no way that hit me.
Olden times, whenever a girl
That was a
disappeared,
double, but
the locals would
it
say
was pretty
she'd
funny.
been called to the Castle of the Dead.
So yeah, just playing through this right now. And the first chunk of this game, or at least I would say first half, is pretty much just to get you familiar with everything, get you familiar with the levels. Because yeah, they introduce a lot of new stuff just constantly throughout the whole first half of this game. Like right now, it's a little, I don't want to say fetch questy because this is the story.
Because ghosts are incorporeal, they are completely immune to physical attacks.
But yeah, later on
Their
they
weakness is light. Torchlight
introduce
will drive them off.
the rune mechanic, which I did talk about already. Oh, I thought I could throw it. There's runes, which straight up just
I got it.
change certain parts of the level.
Oh yeah.
Alternate paths and all that. And then there's just like cooking, which we don't have right now. It will show up later, but it's not really similar, but it kind of takes the place of in the previous Dungeons and Dragons game. You have those shops that you could kind of resupply at. It's kind of similar to that kind of midpoint
It's my turn. Voila.
in between levels.
I got it. Done.
Excuse me, I'm trying to not pick up directly into the mic.
You saved a village girl. You must protect her now.
It's gonna happen anyway. So I know there's multiple ladies you can save, but I don't know if it gives you any reward to get them through, or what like the benefit is. There's one more in here. Yeah.
You saved a village girl. You must protect her now.
And those runes on the wall. For some reason I thought I saw a skeleton. A Skeletor. Those are big numbers. I'm pretty sure Fighter does have the highest damage, just based on physical attack. And I think he's the most health too, but very slow. Definitely prefer the Amazon, which hopefully I can swap to soon. Should have eaten that food. You know what? If I had some, I would have done it right there.
It's my turn. Oh, enemies.
Just seeing that computer play as Amazon, it's like, I love the mobility. Mobility is so nice. And she's only kind of slightly weaker than the fighter. And doesn't do as much damage. I mean, that is the trade-off. Bruh. Can't hit him with the crossbow. Potion's useless now. How would you know that? Oh, there's a door there.
Oh my. It's my turn. Simple.
Okay, the Amazon took the bomb.
The vampire smirks and flies away. You saved a village girl. You must protect her now.
All right, that's 3. I think that is the last one. I don't think there's any more. And it is all optional to go in there. But I think we're getting close to the end of the level.
Protect the village girl. If she's bitten by the others, she will become a vampire as well.
This boss fight, pretty kind of similar to the... What's it called? The Killer Beetle, or the Doom Beetle. Where you can... You do have to fight multiple things. This time you're kind of protecting. And not just making sure no more Doom Beetles pop up. I'm gonna drink that potion. Oh wait. That one's getting attacked. Bro. That one got launched. I don't think I've never seen one go that high. The sword. Oh, that thing. Not know how much that launched them back. I think as long as they don't die, they're safe. From this big slam, of course, just disappear, man. Just teleport. Wait for my big move.
Kidnapped girls had been turned. They are now
Got a B rank treasure for that, which is nice. Let's see. Okay, special bonus. So we got 3,000 times 3.
The last vampire.
So that definitely helps. Some okay loot. Hopefully these bees are something we can use.
In your hands is the bloody scroll that the Ghost Knight had given you.
It does look good. It's glowing. Damage to undead, 14%. 6%. Not 6%. Just plus 6 luck. Knockback chance. Gonna hold on to that because we can use it next level. Not gonna use that one. I just obtained it anyway. I accidentally pressed the wrong button. Gauntlet could be okay. Not look okay. Damage taken minus 12%. That looks good. Chance for lightning attack. Or retribution. These I don't think I'm too concerned about. Decrease freezing duration, not super down with it.
You have unraveled the mystery of the village girls' disappearances. Obtain your reward at the guild.
I mean, we can use this token Damascus sword. But 1 to 17, 4 to 6, 13. I didn't identify this. Or that one. Oh, that's okay. We can appraise stuff here.
What would you like?
I don't know why we have these. Can't really use those.
Which one do you want?
That That. And I don't think we're gonna have anything really better here. Yeah, it's just still all small-sized potions.
Which
But
one
we
do
can
you
repair.
want?
So let's check with this. It's 13 to my 11. Fire resistance, damage to human foes. Tough call. Tough call. I don't think it really matters too much, so whatever, we'll just slap that on. I think we had another pair of gloves that showed up. Oh no, it was another amulet. It was just, I think it was that one. No, it was the belt. It was the belt. This one, which I think is quite a bit better than what we had. At the guild. Okay. Alright.
You are curious about the bloody scroll. You show Samuel the scroll and tell him what you saw in the catacombs. After examining the scroll, the signature and other details indicate that it is a letter from the king to the princess. It is a report telling her that he had obtained the dragon's crown. You wonder if this letter is true. You can't deny that the ghost was clad in mail that was eerily similar to the king's armor. So perhaps this is true.
Ah, so he was the Ghost King.
The king's death will profoundly affect the kingdom and neighboring lands. Samuel orders you to report it to the castle.
You're back.
I've got 4 points. So I am gonna increase max health a little bit. Picking up coins is not super great. I think it helps later on. But you can just do stuff like food heals more. So it's tricky. It's tricky balance on what's better. Hey, no, yeah. Not new, but it's been a while. It's been a while since I've really played. I only played through this game when it was out on PS3. And then I picked it up when it came out on PS4, but I don't know. I just didn't finish it again. Oh, we're right at the start. We are not anywhere close to anything high level. Still don't have the runes. Still just on the first playthrough of the levels. Just figuring out what we want to do. Can't really level up stuff that we have points in already. I'm just gonna hold on to these 3 points for a little bit longer. Probably can accept a couple more quests.
Stop!
Oh, the guards.
Immediately, you are overwhelmed by guards and thrown into the castle jail, charged for a crime you did not commit. This is a common fate for people who hold a royal secret. You are being removed from the drama at the castle.
All right, so we're getting pretty close to where my other character was.
After a few days,
The Amazon. I think I did the next level,
Once your eyes
and then
grow reacclimated
I
to
went
light,
live
you
with a new
see
character.
Count Dean standing before you. He unshackles your ankles and explains the situation to you. The Prime Minister had been jailing all of Dean's allies. As expected, Gustav was working for Bolga. He used a magical necklace to control the princess and influence Heidland. Once Dean got Princess Vivian to safety and confronted the Prime Minister, Gustav fled with a ship full of treasure.
Oh, I know the level it's coming up. Well, I just did it, but I'd forgotten about it.
The princess apologizes
I
for
actually like
involving
this
you
level
in
coming up.
While she was a hostage, Dean couldn't confront the Prime Minister. This kingdom needs a new ruler immediately. Dean is no saint, but he would make a good leader, you think? However, when Gustav fled, he also stole the royal orb, another treasure that represents the
orb.
right to rule Heidland.
All about the orb.
If McNeil gets the orb, it will likely result in civil war. However, the orb does not appear to have reached Bulgar.
You know, I don't think I'll ever find out what the
Princess
orb
Vivian asks
in
your help with this incident. You immediately agree
Shadow over
and
Mystara will
begin
do.
searching for the orb.
I don't think I'll ever know.
Gustav's ship chose a pirate route, likely to elude captors. Perhaps his artifice was his undoing.
Yeah,
You
the
should
pirate
investigate.
cave.
To get the orb
Actually,
back,
on,
you travel to Ghost Ship Cove, a
on my
known
off
pirate
time,
hideout.
when I'm not streaming and not really doing any artwork related stuff, I have been playing a lot of Sea of Thieves. That game is just so fun. That game is so fun with friends. I think it's got me like hooked. And because of the update, I've just been going back and watching
The cave connects to a
Pirates of the
fissure on
Caribbean.
coastline. It seems large enough to contain
So like anything
another
pirate
ocean.
aesthetic, I'm just like, I'm all for
Sailors
right now.
passing through this area. There are myriad tales of ships
And like they just
disappearing here.
released the oh, you know what? I forgot to add people. Oh, okay, never mind. They're showing up anyway.
It's my
Yeah, they
turn.
just released the kind of like Davy Jones cosmetics. So you can have your ship look like the Flying Dutchman, which I love. That's my favorite ship in Pirates of the Caribbean. So, you know I had to drop money to get it. This might just be a 2-fighter run unless some other computers decide to show up. Yeah, I went way higher than him. Lots of coins though, so I think maybe leveling up the coins heal. Maybe if you can kind of like really put a lot of points into it, would probably benefit a lot. But for early on, I don't think it's really worth it. And it is kind of one of those things where it's like, is it worth it to get it early, or is it something better that's late? Resident Evil 6 is the one Resident Evil I kind of have refused to
A
play.
beautiful voice in the sea calls out
Please
to
don't
you.
TOS me,
You'd
Twitch.
heard of
It's
Mermaid's
only a video
legendary
game.
curiosity. She asks you many questions. From your conversation, you learn Gustav's ship was indeed attacked by pirates. That means the pirates likely have the orb. According to the mermaid, the pirates scattered throughout the islands
Seriously,
used
don't
this area
TOS
as a
me,
hub
Twitch.
for trade amongst themselves. Rumors claim that among their
I mean, I
treasures
can't be the only
is a
person who's played this
magic
game.
lamp that can call forth a genius.
Oh, there's Juan. Favorite wizard. Oh, I think we actually got some, we had that electric retribution activate there. No, Resident Evil 6 is not... I know the co-op is probably the best part about that game, but I had no interest in Resident Evil 6.
Outstanding.
Resident Evil 5, though... I don't know, maybe something that might pop up. Actually, I do plan on doing a Resident Evil marathon, just like I did with Devil May Cry, going from 1 to the newest one. Which would be a little tricky because I don't have the remake of 3, and I don't really have a good way of streaming the original 3, and I also don't really like 3 too much. But 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. Absolutely no problem playing through those games. Especially 4. And 2 remake is really good. Yeah, just original 2. I don't have a good way of streaming that. We're gonna take the secret door.
I got it.
The not so secret door.
They were being duplicitous. It was all a ruse.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
On you the entire time.
Give me the peach. Give me the peach. What's her health? Not great. The other fighter, he's dead. I'm actually gonna take a sip of my potion then. Devil May Cry 4 puzzle is deadly. Are you talking about the Mario Party room? The dice that drive me nuts? I mean, for anyone who's here, if you haven't played Devil May Cry 4, no reply, just a corpse. Nice. Devil May Cry 4 has this random room that you have to go through a couple times, and it's also at the end of the game where it's like Mario Party. And you have to spin a dice to like get to like the end of like whatever the map. I don't know what extend meant. I don't know what that guy just did. That extend was when your health was above maximum. Oh, not that. Maybe extend is like a state. But yeah, you can watch all my Devil May Cry playthroughs on YouTube. They're all uploaded. I did just put a bot on, so this should work if I do this. What the heck do I have here? Oh, that's Nightbot. I thought that was on me. But yeah, that's where most of the streams, some of them I don't archive, and I don't archive art streams at all. But all my Devil May Cry gameplays are up there. The audio on a couple of them is a little weird, and it's not that it was weird when I was streaming. The game just had weird audio sometimes. And it actually like affected my computer. So I think DMC3 suffered the most with some audio issues. But aside from that, 4 ran fine. DMC5, oh my gosh. I know you see it. No, you said you didn't play it, but oh my gosh, that is one of the best games of all time. I love that game. DMC5 is a game I could absolutely go through. I could honestly, I could start playing that game right now. I only did the first playthrough. I didn't do the, I get whatever special, I guess special edition update or whatever they did that made Virgil playable. I didn't do any of the Virgil stuff. Even with DMC5, I haven't done it yet, but I definitely could go back and play it.
Wow.
Oh, hey Rummy. Masha?
Nice.
What are we mashing? I regret everything. That wasn't me, that was the corpse. Oh, mash A!
You've waltzed
Being
right
too
into the
form,
pirates'
I'm reading
den.
it too
Coming to attack you.
too close together. But yeah, we're just casually going through Dragon's Crown tonight. Oh, and I know we got a couple falls, but I have not reopened my tab here, so I do apologize.
The pirates have the magic lamp. Your situation will turn quite dark if you don't take it from them.
So we have to... Okay, never mind. He got the lamp. Okay, we did stop him though.
Pirates' hands.
So this boss is it's a little weird. It's like a horde battle, but you can summon
Forth a genie.
the genie of the lamp. Muttley is a cool name. I mean, it's cool if you like wacky races. I mean, actually, it's not really a funny story about the name.
You have summoned forth a genie.
Oh, our little computer friend, he picked up the genie lamp. It's taking a little while. The bar is slowly going down as we defeat more enemies. Which is why the genie does help. But yeah, thanks for the raid, Rummy. Oh, hell yeah. It's going well for you. I know you're getting pretty close to the end, so I am gonna have to catch the VOD to see possibly the finale. No spoilers, don't tell me.
The pirate has called the genie out. Quick.
No spoilers, Rail, no spoilers. Okay, the last pirate, he had the lamp causing some trouble. All right, bit of a long fight,
The magic
bit of a
lamp
cluster,
granted a wish and flew
but
off.
that's just the way that
You find
that one
the orb
goes.
stolen by the Prime
Did get the
Minister
orb,
among the treasure the pirates
picked up a
left behind.
couple okay treasures. So let me just pull that back up. I know. Oh, it was Reducky. Thank you so much for the follow. And I did see that on Twitter as well. But yeah, we're just going through. I know this is technically not Dungeons and Dragons, but it's very close to Dungeons and Dragons.
You
It's
reclaim the stolen royal
if
orb.
you want to check out the other VODs we were going through, the Capcom Dungeons and Dragons games, we kind of moved on to Dragon's Crown, which is essentially the same game. Doesn't look too good, but I'm gonna hopefully see what these do. So that seems alright. That one's probably crappy. Oh, that is horrible.
The orb you retrieved must be returned to the castle.
So this has got me caught up to my other character now. So I am gonna swap to the Amazon. Because playing as the fighter, that was just to get us, you know, through the first chunklet that we were doing. But now that we're caught up, I'm gonna go right back to the character I love playing.
The princess and count can't contain their surprise. They'd already resigned themselves to the worst possible outcome. You've won a great deal of favor from the royal family. The princess smiles upon you, and Dean trusts you implicitly. The succession imbroglio has been dealt with. Once the king is buried and Parliament approves, Dean will succeed the king.
All right, got the stolen orb
Still,
back.
The future king wears a somber expression. He knows Hydeland still faces many difficult challenges.
Yeah, Rail, you're absolutely right. Vanillaware games, you honestly, you can't beat them.
The Shingak
Every single
Orc
one of them
tribe is
looks
pushing in
incredible.
From the east, and more tribes are joining their ranks. They're an ever-present menace. Also, while Hydeland is currently at peace, Bulgar will surely strike if they sense an advantage.
And it's tricky. I
Worse
do
still,
have,
the evil enchanters of the Morion religion have cast their
because I do want to
lot
play
with the Bulgar
Muramasa
threat.
again, but I
You
don't
are
know if
beginning
it
to
ever got
grasp why
ported
the last king of Hydeland risked
over
his life
from
to
the
find
Vita. I
dragon's
talk
crown.
about the Vita way too much. The Gravity Rush. This game was on Vita, and like the Vita got like every Vanillaware game at the time.
I need it. Dean mumbles
I
quietly.
do have it on Wii, so I absolutely can just hook up the Wii to my capture card. But it doesn't have the new content, which I've never.
After completing a large
I've seen the
task,
trailers for it, but
you
I've never
return to a
played it.
normal routine, fulfilling requests on behalf of the Adventurers Guild.
And what the heck is that? I always forget the name of it. Odin Sphere. I've never played Odin Sphere.
Whilst reviewing the outstanding requests at the guild, you spot one from the magician, Lucane. It is about rune magic. But since you don't know too much about the subject, you're not sure what is requested. You tell the guildmaster, Samuel, that you'll accept this job, and pay Lucane a visit to inquire about the details.
You're back.
Yeah, Odin Sphere's a game that I've really wanted to go back to.
You entered Lucane's tower to
And they
ask about
did.
his
I know they
request.
released a game not too long ago, and KK was playing it. I don't want to say Cyber Sentinel. I don't think that's right. Like Sentinel 13 or something. 13
When you tell
Sentinels.
him
That's
that you have
it.
taken on his request, he immediately starts filling you in on the details.
Definitely want to check that out. It does look a little more point and clicky, more story than gameplay, because I know it's like a tactical, like turn-based game, which I'm absolutely okay with.
Certain
But I think
Elysian
it just has
ruins
to
are
be
highly
at the right
regarded
time.
as a sacred area by monks. Unfortunately, monsters are desecrating these ruins. Monks were dispatched to purify the area, but the golems that used to protect the ruins have turned on the monks.
Yeah, more visual Navi. That more visual novelty.
Golems are controlled with rune magic. They asked Lucane to craft new golems with runes to pit against the old golems. So Lucane requested that someone go in his stead and use rune magic to craft golems.
Oh, thank you for the follow. I want to say Candied Ghost, but I also want to say Candid Ghost. But I'm pretty sure it's Candied. But I'm also dumb.
Do you comprehend how runes work? If you need an
I already know how runes work. Okay,
Okay,
so they're giving us rune magic, which is another mechanic
then
that
add the stone's rune to
has
cast
been
the three-letter
slightly
spell that
not
animates it.
available to us.
You press forward and begin looking for runes.
Oh my god, you guys both said it at the same time. And I didn't even realize it. I'm just like, oh, he's Gandalf.
Oh, how can I help
Gandalf the
you?
Grey.
Which one?
Still don't really want to buy any rings from him. I mean, he's Gandalf and he sells rings. I mean, is it a little... Is it a reference or am I
You head to
reaching?
the ancient temple ruins at Lucaine's behest. There, you need to animate statues using rune magic.
Alright, so we do have access to rune magic, but I think it's pretty limited. I think we're only going to get maybe 1 or 2 of the ones we can use. There are runes here. This is for later. So spoilers, there are runes here. So this will probably be the last level for tonight. But I don't think this will... I know previously, the other 2 games have kind of been one-offs.
Mankind built a giant tower
But
in a sacred
I love this
place
game so
in
much.
an attempt to reach the world of the gods. That arrogance angered the gods.
So yeah, you
It
see
said that the entire city
those
was
runes on the
leveled.
walls we now have access to. This one's giving us a little barrier. It does get a little tricky because it is kind of like combination and like pattern based. So just kind of like how in the other Dungeons and Dragons games where it was like the DWS or CSW ring, it was like, what the heck does that mean? Like cure serious wound. So it is kind of like that. It is kind of like that, as well as the runes kind of do look like letters. That's kind of a way you can remember what does what grade. An E-rated treasure. Nice. I didn't include any party members, so if we're lucky, maybe one will show up. There's the evil wizards.
You meet a female warrior monk who was injured in the battle against the demons.
Don't TOS
She
me.
was sent to purify this sanctuary.
I'm serious.
To purify this area, the holy seal must be placed upon the altar of the temple. She cannot walk,
I mean, do you not see
so
it?
the task falls to you.
Do you not see it, Rail? There's a big head right here. Is this not the focus? Are you not looking respectfully?
Enemies!
I think there are a couple secrets in this level. Oh, I was not paying attention to my health at all. Nice. There goes one of my credits. And as we've established before, you run out of credits, you die in real life.
They're here.
Looks like a dead body. Okay, we got lucky and we had another NPC show up. Mission failed. We'll get him next time. We've seen that message before, so we're probably gonna run into some doubles.
I got it.
Yeah, I'm playing offline. I don't have a PlayStation Plus subscription right now because I rarely boot up this thing. Bro! It was just at full health! I swear I'm not bad at this game. Give me the food. Give me the food. I mean, is this game still connected to the Vita? I mean, this is the Pro version. Is there like, is it like all PlayStation related or? These guys are hurting. These guys are hurting. Or my little companions are just super weak, which could definitely be the case. Did you not have to have a PlayStation Plus subscription on Vita? It's been so long. I know there were online passes for some stuff. That's pretty nuts. If all those platforms are still cross-platform with each other, that's pretty ridiculous. Okay, I'm just gonna revive him. I don't think that costs a credit. Okay, there's the pressure plate thing. I knew I remembered that. Hopefully we don't get... Okay, we might get killed here. Maybe I should... Dude, don't take that. It just said he took the treasure. We're at half health. I'm looking at that now, man. We are on our last legs here, so cannot afford to die. I'm glad that wasn't hitting him. Okay, so we got the treasure back. It's sensational. Well, that sucked. Yeah, I'm gonna be a pile of bones too soon. OLS. Oh, that actually was oh, SOL. Get out of luck. That would have been nice to have used earlier, but I didn't notice the runes. I swear one of these is a pressure plate too. Honestly, I wish I did have the Vita version of this game. It is like one of the like 6 Vita games worth owning. Yeah, I definitely would like to get some people into some rounds, but I think going through like the main story is kind of like priority number 1. Just because after you, pretty much essentially when you beat the game, and even later at the midway point when the game kind of opens up, that's really when you want to start grouping with people, I think.
Huh?
Oh, you get another shit out of luck. Yeah, see that word didn't give us anything. Yeah, man, the Vita was pretty handy. Not if you didn't need a subscription for stuff, just to play. That is super nice, and I honestly I didn't remember that. Probably because I only played the thing for like a year and a half. Then the games stopped coming out. And it does suck. It's unfortunate that stuff like Soul Sacrifice. And I hope Muramasa and Odin Sphere didn't get stuck on the Vita. I'm gonna check the store tonight to hopefully see if they are available. Actually, I think they are. Can you buy Odin Sphere on Steam? ASS. Oh no, it's SAS. Oh, that's a B. Sorry. Strength beyond strength.
What?
Yeah, I'm more of I'm pretty old-fashioned. I'm not huge on emulators. Okay, I definitely had my fun with emulation, but I don't know. It kind of feels like it's weird. It kind of takes the fun out of like a game where it's like, oh, I can just play anything now. I keep forgetting there's a dodge button. That probably would have saved my ass multiple times. You know, it was kind of the same thing with like Amiibo. Like you could just get like, oh, I've got the little Amiibo cards from
Do
Amazon.
you still remember Lucane's lecture on rune activation?
All right, so this is the boss room here.
The golem blocking your path, you need to have a golem of your own.
Well, it was just telling us about runes then. So, great tutorial. Wait till the end of the level. We have to fight.
The demons notice the statue coming to life and have come
I think
to
another
disrupt your
statue,
work.
or maybe it's the alternate boss.
Protect
I might
your
have.
golem so that it
I
does
might
not
have
get
spoiled.
destroyed before it reaches the temple.
Oh yeah, you definitely don't want the bombs to hit. Bombs. I just said don't let the bombs hit, and I just let them hit. Oh, I should have saved it. Okay, no, that is where the other statue is. So my memory ain't so bad. Bro, not the bomb. I mean, it seems pretty tricky to lose this, but I think this is like a boss fight. Oh no, you can't. I don't think you lose, but it like becomes harder if the statue dies. It's something like it's kind of similar to the genie fight, where like if you have the genie, the fight becomes easier. Otherwise, I think you're limited to the bombs that these goblins drop. And you just want to jump right into the explosions. He did that on purpose. We somehow got an extra credit though. So I'm gonna be chucking these bombs, getting the heck out of Dodge. All right.
A Maleficent stone tablet has been
That's our
placed
first
high
A
upon the
treasure, I'm
altar
pretty
in
sure.
the center of the temple.
Never
When you
mind.
remove
We
it
got
and
one
replace
apparently.
it with the holy
In
seal,
another room.
the ruins are purified with a blinding light.
Okay, only
You
one
decide
level.
to take
Almost the second one.
evil-looking stone tablet back with you.
So let's take a look. What was the A stuff? Boots. Not super great. Damage from objects, minus 11. Freeze duration. Whatever that. That can't hurt to have. And these are maybe bad. I don't know why I'm spending my gold on them. We're not playing fighter, so it probably doesn't matter. Yeah, we're just gonna sell that. Yeah, it's either gonna have a cutscene or we're gonna be back in the street.
You can feel
Okay.
unspeakable evil emanating from the stone tablet
let
you
me
removed from the altar.
pull
Perhaps
things
McCain
up.
should examine it.
We're gonna be heading out. That is gonna be it for Dragon's Crown tonight. Not gonna be coming back to this, unfortunately, until next week, because tomorrow is art stream with Rail. And then obviously Saturday, big day for certain someone. So no stream then, but also just wanted to give myself a break. We're gonna be back with the last D&D game, and this one, again, not specifically D&D, but it definitely has 2 D's in the title, and is fantasy based. That's gonna be Sunday. The next week is I'm probably gonna continue Dragon's Crown next week. That's probably gonna be it until end of the week, and then No More Heroes 3 comes out, and that's gonna be probably the best day of my life. So let's see who's stinking up Twitch right now. Give me 1 second. Who's on? Who's on? No one I typically watch is on. If anyone has any suggestions, I'll write whoever. Unless everyone wants to go watch Mango play Melee. Or we could just call it, but I'd hate to not drop this on somebody. We go to Twitter. Let me see if anyone is going live. Don't think so. Nope, no me. Just retweeting. Who's Mango? Mango's the #1 guy. Hey. Okay, we can go to, not Bucky, fuck it, I can't type. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. So yeah. Guess that's gonna be it for tonight. And yeah, we're gonna see how the raid goes. So we're gonna click it, we're gonna go. You can just say whatever. I didn't even think of a raid message. Just say yo with like a lot of O's.